So Trump was at an event. He's speaking like he likes to do. He likes to just talk nonstop. He never actually does anything. He just talks out of his ass all day. That's Donald Trump for you. Apparently he thirsts after AOC here, and then he just makes comments calling her dumb, which obviously have a lot of sexist, undertones. But and when you when you see this, it's really weird. Check this out.
A young woman, AOC, AOC plus 3, I say. AOC, that's a real beauty, isn't it? She knows as much about the environment. Do we have any young children here? As that young child over there, I think he knows more. And she certainly knows nothing about the economy. And if they ever had their chance, you would find that out, and it wouldn't take very long.
Now, one thing I notice is just the weirdness of how he looks. I mean, the dude looks like he's drenched in sweat, or he like oiled his face up before he went here. I don't know what's going on here. If that's a tan, I don't know why he's so moist and just so wet. I don't know what's going on to his face. But he says, AOC, that's a real beauty, isn't it? And so the plausible deniability thing is, oh, he's just saying that it's really hilarious that AOC is this climate change person. But obviously, knowing Trump's background, the fact that he kind of like parches or licks his lips after he says that, it's obvious what he's trying to say here. We obviously know the history of Trump as well with women, obviously. And so it's obvious that that's really what he's trying to say. And then when he says, makes the joke about kids knowing as much as AOC about the environment and stuff like that. Obviously, AOC talks to scientists and stuff like that, but that has a lot of sexist undertones as well. It's like, oh, this dumb young woman doesn't know anything. She's an idiot. She's a moron. She doesn't know anything. It's really obvious what's going on there, but when it comes to the strategy that he's trying to employ and the Republicans have been trying to employ, although there really is no real Republican strategy anymore because I think Trump has alienated even a lot of Republican strategists and Republicans in general, and so there doesn't really seem to even be a cohesive Republican argument anymore, or anything, or strategy, that is. So what he's been trying to do is basically say Joe Biden is a socialist. And here it appears he's even doing something different. Here he says, oh, you really trust Joe Biden to stand up to these people. Before they were trying to say that Joe Biden was a puppet of AOC and Bernie Sanders and the socialist agenda, which is hilarious. Joe Biden is a massive centrist piece of shit. Okay, and we all know that, so that's hilariously dumb. So I think that fell flat on its face. And so now he's saying, do you really trust Joe Biden to stand up to these people? Which is definitely different. So, and it's hilarious. When you listen to this speech, it's so boring. It's so dumb. It's so unmoving. And it's like, dude, this is such a flip. And he has no chance, okay? Joe Biden is completely different than Hillary Clinton was in 2016. Trump is completely different than he was in 2016. But Hillary Clinton was a much easier opponent to say, you're crooked, all of this stuff, and it landed really, really well. Right now, what you're trying to do with the socialist stuff, bro, like, nobody's listening to you. Nobody cares, dude. You've already fucked up Corona. You already messed up the George Floyd protests. So, nobody cares about that. And no one believes it, dude. Nobody believes it. That's the thing. Nobody believes it. Okay? Nobody is buying it here, man. Trump is he's just going into his, like, final steps of his descent into madness, man. This is kind of crazy to watch, even.